Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Now guys, today I want to talk about how you can grow and pretty much start your cleaning business very quickly using the hybrid system. So the hybrid system is a system that I designed, well, and specifically it's the system that I use currently for my cleaning business. So basically, if you've never started a business before, it's good to have some sort of investment because you will need to pay for things like equipment and obviously potential refunds, even marketing, etc. But it shouldn't cost you a lot. Now, usually how you start off is you start off with residential, right? You keep it very simple and you start doing general cleans, okay? And how you would usually start this is you would do this on platforms. The reason I like to use platforms is because it's relatively inexpensive to advertise on platforms. I mean, it's pretty much free, right? Now, I'm in Australia, so I use Airtasker, but you can use other platforms. I've listed some examples there, such as handy.com, care.com, etc. But basically, what you would do is you would go to these platforms and you would find jobs to do. Now, once you've done the first jobs, there will be recurring jobs. So there will be clients that would want to book, let's say, every fortnight or every month. So what you would do is you would get the initial clean done on the platform first, and then you would have the clients leave the platform and then rebook off the platform. So then you get the opportunity to basically clean for them, get the profit without having to pay the fee. And what you would do is you would just pretty much do this until you've built up enough of a client base so that you can eventually reinvest your profits into different types of cleans. So you can go into office cleans if that's what you want to go into. You can go into construction cleans, or you could even just choose to do more residential jobs. So what I would really recommend for a lot of people is to build up a strong profile on these platforms. Try to have at least 4.9 stars if possible, and try to make sure you have good reviews. And then you can reinvest, take them off the platform, reinvest into things like commercial cleaning. And along the way, you also want to make sure that you are hiring, because once you've pretty much filled up one cleaner's availability, then you can move on to the next cleaner and then the next cleaner. And this is how you pretty much can grow your revenue and your profits. Because if you just have one cleaner and you give them a lot of jobs to do, you can make decent money, but you're not going to make a ton. You're not going to make a lot as a business owner if you don't have a ton of clients. And you need a lot of cleaners to handle a ton of clients. So that's what I would say to that, is slowly build up your list of cleaners. And eventually, if you want to go into commercial cleaning, then yeah, you can do that as well. And in that case, you wouldn't really have to worry about managing cleaners, because then you can just subcontract. So that's why I kind of like going, like, once you built up enough of a client base in residential, that's why I kind of like going into commercial, because then you can just easily subcontract versus managing a huge team of cleaners. Not saying it's impossible, but it's quite difficult to do that. Okay. If you get a sort of manager person to manage all your different cleaners, then it can be done. But imagine, I mean, even the way I am currently right now with just the one city, it's pretty hard to manage. So imagine I expand to multiple cities across the country, then it's pretty hard to manage all these different cleaners and things like that, But this is pretty much the hybrid system. So you build up your client base on these different platforms, and then you reinvest into either commercial, or if you want to get into more residential work, you can grow much faster, right? Because these platforms take time to build up, your profile and your reputation and your client base. But if you want to do general cleans and then you really want to take on more general cleans, then you can obviously run paid advertising and book more general cleaning jobs as well, and they'll stay with you for a very long time. So it makes up for the ad spend. You can do that as well, and you can grow much more quickly compared to if you just ignore the step 2 of reinvesting and you just did just use the platforms. It will take a very long time to grow. So it's up to you, obviously, how quickly you want to grow.